and welcome back to my channel. This is where we discuss all things mortgage. My name is Roxanne Hayes and I'm the broker owner of RHM Loans. With all the buzz that's going on about FHA mortgage insurance premiums being reduced, I thought this would be a great time to make a video talking about the pros and cons of FHA mortgage. So if you're a first-time home buyer that's considering taking out an FHA loan, then this video is for you. First, let's start talking about the pros. FHA mortgages offer many benefits for first-time homebuyers. These loans are designed for people with lower credit, which makes it a great option for someone who doesn't have much credit history or not perfect credit history. With an FHA loan, you only need a credit score of 580 or above in order to put 3.5% down, whereas most conventional loans require a credit score of 620 or higher. FHA mortgages require low down payment. With an FHA mortgage, you can put as little as 3.5% down of a home's purchase price. This makes home ownership more accessible for first-time buyers who may not have a whole lot of savings. Another reason why someone would use an FHA loan is because the gift can come from a close friend. Both VA and conventional loans will allow gifts to use from relatives, but sometimes you have a cousin, which isn't considered a relative in those scenarios for whatever reason. You have a cousin or a godparent that is willing to gift you these funds, and you cannot use that as a relationship for VA and conventional loans, but you can use it on an FHA loan by calling them a close friend. Now, some lenders may ask you to document this relationship, but in my past experience, all we've needed was a letter explaining the relationship. FHA has a higher debt-to-income ratio, also known as your DTI, to help homebuyers qualify for a home. This is beneficial when you have more debt than a conventional buyer. So for example, conventional loans have a max DTI of 49.99%, while FHA is at 54.99%. Now that doesn't mean that your housing ratio can be that high, but your whole collective debt as a whole may be that high. And it does matter. You have to run it through an automated decision engine to make sure that you would be able to qualify for the higher debt to income ratio benefits. The last pro that I have is that FHA loans are often competitive in interest rates. This is because the government insures these loans, which reduces the risks for the lender. And this means that FHA mortgages generally have a lower interest rate than conventional mortgages. You're definitely going to want to weigh out the pros and cons with this, because as a consumer, I would rather pay a higher interest rate where mortgage interest is tax deductible than to pay mortgage insurance, which only benefits the lender in the long run. Hey guys, if you're learning from this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notifications buttons, as this really helps other people discover this channel. Let's get back into it. Now, let's talk about the cons. The biggest downside to an FHA mortgage is that it requires mortgage insurance. This insurance protects the lender in case you, the buyer, defaults on your loan. This insurance is paid two ways on an FHA loan. There is an upfront mortgage insurance, which today is 1.75%. This fee is financed into your mortgage. So if you currently have an FHA loan and you notice your loan balance was higher than your loan amount that you needed to purchase the home, this is because your mortgage insurance was financed through the loan. The second set of mortgage insurance is your annual premium. That's where all the buzz came from. It was 0.85% and it did get reduced to 0.55%. This insurance is paid monthly through your mortgage payment. This insurance can add up to a significant amount in the long run. And this is why we would want you to refinance out of your FHA loan once your property has gained enough equity to remove the monthly insurance. Another disadvantage for FHA mortgage is the strict property standards that must be met. FHA appraisers will inspect your property to ensure that it meets certain requirements. I will tell you guys, most of these are health and safety issues that you would want your property to be at when getting an FHA loan. You can definitely get an FHA loan with a home that needs to be updated, but you cannot an FHA loan for a house that, has broken windows, where a hoarder has taken over. FHA will not allow that type of property to be financed through FHA. And I will also mention that the only time that I've had issues with FHA appraisers is when the home doesn't have appliances. For some reason, that was a really big issue at one point. Let's just say if the dishwasher was missing, it either needs to be covered or a dishwasher needs to be in place. Finally, the last con to an FHA mortgage is the loan limits. FHA mortgages have lower loan limits than conventional loans. This means that if you're looking to buy a more expensive home, an FHA mortgage may not be right to you. But guys, if you have time, please check out my past video on conforming limits or loan limits, because if you are in a high cost area, then you are able to get an FHA loan in the higher dollar price range. In conclusion, FHA mortgages can be a great option for a first-time buyer, especially one who has lower credit, need lower down payment, and their gift is coming from a close friend. However, it is important to weigh out the pros and cons and consider the long-term cost of a mortgage when obtaining an FHA loan. Always make sure you do your research and speak with a trusted mortgage broker to find the best mortgage option for your individual needs. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.